Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
But we begin with new details on our top story tonight. A former high school teacher under arrest accused of having an inappropriate relationship with one of his students. Good evening. Thanks for joining us here at 10. I'm Ben Goldman. Police say all of this happened nearly a decade ago, but the allegations were just brought to light this year. Fox 61's Gabby Molina joining us live in studio tonight with more on this top story. Gabby.
Well, Ben, the investigation first started in February of this year after an anonymous caller made a report to DCF saying that they were concerned about current students. A former Tolland High School English teacher admitting to police he had a sexual relationship with a student he knew was a minor at the time. 43-year-old Chris Coffey was arrested Friday after a months-long investigation into allegations from the 2014-2015 school year.
I didn't believe it. I thought it was like a joke. Then I had to check. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, Mr. Coffey. And next thing you know, it turned out to be real.
Ethan Poverman, a graduate of the high school, says he never expected to hear about the allegations.
One of my friends had him. We would hang out in the classroom. He was pretty cool. He's always been nice.
Students spending time in Coffey's classroom, one of the many details in the arrest warrant. According to the warrant, the investigation began in February of this year. After an anonymous tip, investigators were able to identify the victim, who told them she would eat lunch in Coffey's classroom with other students every day, and that one day after the other students had left, he told her he had feelings for her. The victim told investigators that during the summer, their relationship escalated to dating, and the two would meet up at UConn on a weekly basis. According to the warrant, the victim said the relationship continued into the following school year when Coffey exposed himself to her in a classroom and that they would kiss.
It's awful, really sad.
The arrest warrant states that Coffey told investigators his relationship with the victim began over email. He admitted to sexual encounters and that he knew the victim was 17 at the time.
We know that the impact of sexual assault really can last a lifetime.
Bridget Kessner with the Connecticut Alliance to End Sexual Violence says it's never too late to speak up if you have concerns that someone may be experiencing harm, and there are signs to look out for.
We often see them targeting a specific individual or a type of individual, and often they'll target people who have a vulnerability. Often we'll see them erode boundaries, so that's another red flag to look out for.
In a letter to the school community, Tolland's superintendent says Coffey was placed on administrative leave in February and he resigned shortly after. The superintendent also stressed counselors are available for students for further support during this time. In the studio, Gabby Molina, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Gabby, thank you. We are following breaking news tonight out of Danbury, where 2 people are injured after a small plane crashed. It happened just before 6 o'clock this evening, right near Danbury Municipal Airport. Fox 61's Brent Harden joining us here in the breaking news center with what we know so far tonight. Brent.
Ben, the FAA says at around 5:45 p.m. this evening, a single-engine Cessna crashed near Southern Boulevard. Officials say the plane hit a fence and a shed, but there were no reported injuries to anyone on the ground. The Danbury Fire Department confirmed that 2 people were on that plane. Both were rushed to Danbury Hospital. According to the Danbury Fire Department, they suffered minor injuries. Now, we are working to find out where the plane was coming from, where it was going to, as well as any other information about this plane crash. We've learned the NTSB and the FAA are continuing their investigation into the overnight hours. Be sure to stay with Fox 61 for updates, and we'll bring them to you as soon as we learn more. Here in the Breaking News Center, Brent Harden, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station. Ben, back to you.
Pretty dramatic pictures from that scene today, Brent. Thank you. All right, want to check in with meteorologist Ryan Breton for a first look at the forecast. And Ryan, today felt like summer, and the rest of the week it's going to continue to feel like that, right?
If today felt like it, Ben, just wait, because it will really feel like summer is on full blast later this week. 60s today, but we are headed for the 70s tomorrow and Wednesday. Both days, though, will have a gusty breeze. Late this week, though, some places inland could be pushing near 90 degrees. Record high temperatures are likely both inland and at the shoreline coming up on Friday. Tonight, it will turn crisp and cool later on. These are the low temperatures by morning, as chilly as 36 in Willimantic, but 41 in Hartford, 43 in New Haven. Shouldn't have much frost tonight, so if you do have any plants out, not much to worry about there. Tomorrow, we'll not have the crystal clear skies like we had today. There will be some clouds that come in during the afternoon with temperatures getting up into the 70s, and there will be a gusty wind coming in out of the west between 10 and 20 miles per hour, but at times gusting a little bit higher than that. And it's that gusty breeze combined with the dry air which will raise the brush fire risk tomorrow And on Wednesday, a fire weather watch is in effect as a result. I'll be back. We'll talk about the really impressive temperatures coming up later this week when I see you in just a little bit. Ben?
All right, Ryan, thank you. New tonight at 10, a Rhode Island man is dead after crashing his motorcycle in Sterling over the weekend. Environmental Conservation Police say the 21-year-old was driving on the Moosup Valley State Park Trail overnight from Saturday into Sunday. Investigators say he crashed into a gate and died on the scene. The crash remains under investigation. Firefighters rushed to the scene of a camper that caught fire in Cheshire this morning. Officials say because of the lack of hydrants in that area, an engine from Waterbury and a tanker from Prospect were asked to help those crews out at the scene. It happened on Scott Road. Firefighters say the fire reached several sheds and a home. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. Also new at 10 tonight, New London police are investigating after they say a man pistol whipped a woman this morning. Police say that officers responded to the area near Eastern Avenue and Adelaide Street just before 7 a.m. They found the woman had been hit in the head with an object that was reported to be a gun. A shot was fired, but nobody was hit by that. The woman was taken to the hospital. She is expected to survive her injuries. Anyone with information about the incident should call New London Police. Also new at 10 tonight, a Wisconsin man was arrested after being accused of using racial slurs at a fast food worker in Bradley International Airport. State police say 38-year-old Michael Barnett of Madison is facing 3 charges. Investigators say it happened at around 6:30 Saturday night. A black woman who works at D'Angelo Grilled Sandwiches told customers that the restaurant ran out of bread and offered to make them wraps instead. She then told troopers that Barnett swore at her and called her a racial slur. Barnett was released on $2,500 bond. He's due in court on the 25th. Also new at 10 tonight, recreational marijuana hitting another record high in the 3rd month since sales started here in Connecticut. The state's Consumer Protection Department says that there were $9.6 million in recreational cannabis products sold last month, which is up by more than $2 million from February. The state also saw $12.6 million in medical marijuana sales in March. That was also up by about $1 million from February. Recreational sales started in Connecticut exactly 3 months ago on January 10th. New at 10 tonight, Quinnipiac students, alums, and fans celebrating the men's hockey team winning the national title. The Bobcats took down Michigan and Minnesota in the Frozen Four to capture the program's very first national championship. Fox 61's D'Andrea Turner joining us live outside M&T Bank Arena in Hamden tonight, where the team held a celebration earlier this evening. D'Andrea.
Hi, you guys. Well, just hours earlier, this entire sidewalk just getting into these doors behind this arena was packed. People were waiting up as early as 1:30 this afternoon just to cheer on the new national champs. And I've been told today was such a huge moment. It's home for future Bobcats.
And you guys feel like you guys gonna be future Quinnipiac students?
Yeah, definitely. Hope so.
And the home to the new men's hockey national champions. A historic win for the team and for the Quinnipiac University community.
Anytime you come to the stadium now, you're gonna look up at the banner that's gonna unveil and you'll be like, I was there for this one. And it's gonna be a great feeling.
And that sense of pride echoed through the arena as thousands gathered to celebrate the team's championship victory Saturday night over Minnesota.
It really makes it feel like the whole school supports this team and is one.
Now the energy in this arena was electric. Fans, alumni, students, they were so excited for this men's hockey team. And this national championship is something that these players are taking to heart.
It's like, it hasn't fully sunk in, I don't think. You know, like it just, it's a crazy feeling, and it's been a whirlwind, like Zach said.
A whirlwind moment that will go down not just in school history, but Connecticut history.
So then the second we got a couple goals, and I was a little nervous, but we took a W.
Just such a special moment for Quinnipiac University to win a national championship. Just really proud of my players, their effort, how committed they were the whole season. You know, in the end, we just they wanted it, and we found a way to get it done.
And today was a special moment indeed, especially for the players. At the end of the celebration today, they also honored a player that lost his life to cancer a few years ago. One of the seniors, he put on his jersey in honor of him and said, "This win is for you." For now in Hamden, D'Andrea Turner, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.